The world after the flood. You know, the people that got off the ark, Noah and his wife, his 3 sons and their wives, as they set up their lives and started to have children and build homes, probably as they talked to themselves, as they looked around and saw the devastation compared to what they knew before the flood, they probably thought to themselves and even said to one another, you know, people will never forget the judgment of God now. It's just there. It's all around you. Not knowing that their children and grandchildren and great-grandchildren, right down to us, had nothing to compare it to. It's all they knew. And as you and I look at the world, we say, wow, what a beautiful place. What a beautiful world that we live in. And if they were standing next to us, they would look at us and puzzle us and say, no, it's not beautiful at all compared to what it was before. But it's all we know. When Noah got drunk, now I'm not one to defend the people of God in the Bible because it talks about their faults as much as anyone else. But I don't think Noah realized that he was going to get drunk. Remember, he came from before the flood. More than likely, things did not ferment nearly as fast. He planted his grapes, harvested the fruit, made some juice, and it fermented so much faster than what he was used to, and he got drunk. Also, the stars were so much more brilliant. They could look at the sky and see the stars. It's interesting as you go around the world in different cultures that the constellations are always the same. The pictures up in the stars, they're all the same. Now they vary just a little bit, but basically they're the same. It is generally believed it came from this period of time right here when the earth was all still together and the stars were just for the first time in the history of people so brilliant right there. And it's held that one of 2 people made those pictures. One I hold to, and that is Shem, that he's the one that drew the pictures and passed it down to his children and nieces and nephews. The other one is Nimrod, because the world was still together during his time, and he was a leader in so many different areas that he could have been the one to map out the sky. The Tower of Babel was built about 100 years after the flood. It was during the time of Nimrod. Now, Nimrod did several things that are very interesting. One, he was known as a great hunter, but I believe he invented hunting. There's all these aggressive animals around, probably a real problem, and hunting was not a part of what people did up to this time. And I believe he actually invented the skill and showed people how to do it so they could take care of these animals. He also took care of aggressive people. People were just so disorganized. It says that he started several cities, Babylon and Nineveh and some others. He put people in groups and had government. He probably invented government. He had a worldwide government, his own kingdom, but he also had cities and state governments. There was no need of that before this time. One of the things about this period of time is the 3 sons of Noah and their wives who lived the regular lifespan as before the flood, but watched their children be born, grow old, and die as old people. Then their grandchildren the same, and their great-grandchildren the same. They watched generation after generation grow up, get old, and die. That must have been devastating. Shem actually lived longer or beyond the time of Abraham. He almost outlived Isaac. There is one theory that Shem moved to Canaan and actually knew Abraham and is mentioned in the Bible. I'll tell you more about that when we get to the life of Abraham, an interesting theory. Meanwhile, come back when we give you more insights on the story.